funds in a, well, charity boxing match. This coming, kung para mabilis, this coming Sunday sa Araneta, 12 rounds, pwede. 12 rounds sa sundukan para maganda. At para medyo marami-rami ang ma-raise natin, siguro you can find sponsors. Per round, may mag-sponsor. So, let's place their merchandise before each round. So, 12 rounds para medyo marami-rami ang sponsor, marami tayong ma-raise na pondo.
Sir, can you give us a background? Naghamon ba siya? Paano ba yung nangyari?
Well, I was informed at nakita ko rin sa social media na naghamon siya ng suntukan. And well, sa atin naman, whether he's serious or not, sa atin, let's just put this on a better use. Kung yan ang gusto niya, madaling pagbigyan yan, boxing na lang para madaling iset up at gawin natin this coming Sunday, 9 o'clock. I'll be there in Araneta. I'll ask Araneta
hindi makikinig sa akin, he will not cooperate them. It's up to them. Okay? So, sinabi naman ni Torre na may 3 minute response. Sana ma-feel ng mga Dabawenyo. But, tingin ko, gagawin yan, harassment lang talaga. Doon na, Torre, Mr. Torre, sanay na ako sa iyo. Sanay na kami sa iyo. Kinidnap ko nga yung tatay ko eh. Okay na yan. Just do whatever you want. You have 2 years until finding mo candidacy sa 2027. So, at saka may kaso ka na ngayon eh. Think about it. Gusto mo harasin ako, harasin mo lang ako. Kasi matapang ka lang naman, we have the position eh, pero kung suntukan tayo, alam ko makaya kita. Ganun lang. But you're a coward. You are nothing without your position. Sa totoo lang. Ang nagmamatalinuhan ka lang, yan ang talaga ginagawa mo. May 3-minute response ka, may nakaabang na dyan. Nakita ka talaga ng media. Kawawa ka naman, sa totoo lang. Okay na yan. Yung 3-minute response mo, prove it. Prove it to the Dabawenyos. So sabihin, kayo PNP. So sabihin nyo, hindi na safe ang Davao. So ano? Ako ba ang polis o kayo? Kung sa index, ang Davao City is third to Chiang Mai in Southeast Asia, why cannot you maintain that? If you cannot maintain that, that means you're not doing your job. That means the PNP is not doing their job. O nangyari yun, who is to blame? Ako o ikaw? Yung back to you mo, hindi ka na nga sumagot po. Sarap talaga awayin. Totoo lang. May ano ka eh, kalbayo kung isa ka, no? Oh, may ano ka na, may issue ka na doon eh. Iba yung ano mo, iba yung ambition mo sa buhay. You're not, I don't feel that you're here to serve and protect people. You are here to forward your ambitions. Particularly, ito kung sino ka man sa administration ni Ferdinand Marcos Sr., you are the general bear. If you do not know history, read it. It's there. It's available for all.
Xem bật đi có à?
Yawa.
Anyway, Mayor, just for the record and for every para klaro sa lahat, you did not have a say kung sino ang next chief or director ng DCP.
No. They won't allow me to choose the city director. Nangyari na yan last year when I was mayor. The last term when I was mayor. In 2 days, they replaced 3 times. Aski the city director 3 times in 2 days. I do not know. Masyado silang paning because they're scared maybe, these policemen who were to be assigned there, baka loyalista sa amin and they would not, do dirty work for them. So I'm expecting harassment from your pangit nga now. I really do think you're ugly. You know why? It's not because of your face. You know, like, Filipinos are beautiful, brown skin, you know, and a lot of foreigners, the Caucasians especially, they like your color, but, you know, the kind of person that you are, you're really fucking ugly.
Tas latest of this order. Another thing, Mayor Hana, no? Dun sa key areas.
Isang area naman, Mayor, is education sector. So you committed, Mayor, for your inaugural speech that you would prioritize education, free scholarship. And it's also worth noting na Davao City has 93% in literacy rate. So that's very high. And you also mentioned, Mayor, that you will allocate a substantial amount to education.
Yes.
So ano yung mga specific programs or partnerships that you have planned, Mayor, for your first?
Kuan, yes, yung sinabi ko sa inaugural speech, very straightforward, man. We will continue to deliver basic services like food security, shelter, basic security. That's up to the PFP actually. What else? Education, and I always forget. Yung isa.
Digitalization.
Health, yes. And I want to add, it's something that's, it's just theoretical. Digitalization is already part of an LGU's, one of the it's basic already, in terms of, for an LGU to deliver that to the people. So, I consider that 6, but gusto ko na more, prioritize ka lang yung education because I think Davao City maganda yung takbo talaga and marami tayong napag-graduate na professionals, doctors, engineers, and or lawyers, and I really want that for the people of Davao. Gusto ko na gusto na ko gusto na may hanap buhay yung mga tao. Kung may bata dyan na mahusay talaga yung nag-aaral, kailangan, you know, if they want to get a better, mas paginawa na buhay because of their efforts in their academics, magkakaroon talaga sila ng degree mataas, no? Okay, so I am talking to the city council right now. Kaya kinakausap, I'm asking them to prioritize this. Kaya meron na tayo separation of powers, di ba? So they're the legislative, so that answers yung sinabi na undemocratic, ano ko na tayo opposition, but still, I asked them kung i-prioritize ito because I want Davao City, and maybe if I make it to 80 years old, 12, you know, tumanda ako dito na makikita ko na very well educated ang mga Davaoenyo, and they're getting high earning jobs, employment, yun lahat. And I truly believe in the potential and competitiveness of Davaoenyos. So, yan, I want a significant increase pagdating sa budget sa education. And of course, more infrastructure para sa mga sa mga grade school, so elementary, para prepared sila to go into college. I think that is the strength of the Davaoenyos because I think we are very highly opinionated people and very educated people. And we will keep that up because this will be our driving force in the years to come. The youth. And yeah. So that we would have more people to help build the city. Everyone, I want everyone to participate. And yeah, through education, like may laman yung utak ng mga taga Davao, you can be critical or open to that. We've always been open to criticism. Yeah, we need to hear from these young people. So, gusto na ko, I want Tabaweños to be idealistic. Do not ever, settle for mediocrity. Ayaw mo settle na alam mo diya, maulan na inyong kaya. Pagtuon mo, you study hard, the government will help you if you do your responsibility.
Thank you, Mayor. I think that's a very great news kit, Mayor. Kasi kaya na sinasabi nila, you can never go wrong when you invest in education. And for me personally, growing up or finishing my studies, Mayor, being a scholar also, being independent also sa scholarship, it's good to know that we are investing more in this because there are really a lot of potential, no? And Harvard students here, the literacy rate, the number one in Davao region, 93%.
Ang sumong gani, umagani kung nagtuon ng tarom na mayok ko, unsa na nakasan may debts. Tinga ko na nag-aral ng maayos, ang mayor po, ito pang mga bata na irado, diba? They are going to be good lawyers, good doctors, and they could be politicians, and they could, they do something for the city. We have a dream, and we should be together in this, in this trip to uplift the lives of all Tabaweños. So, City Council, padunggan ko ninyo, please make sure it is it is my suggestion. You deliberate on this and look into it because I think this is crucial for the future of Davao City.
Mayor, one of the things you mentioned that in the next 3 years, or as long as you are leading this city, you will not give Tabaweños a government that tolerates youth wrongdoings, Mayor. Would you like to expound on this part?
Wala man talaga. Always saying, hindi mo ma-perfect talaga yung governance pa. But as much as possible, you go hard on doing your responsibility, your job. So, medyo minsan mas striktuhan kayo sa akin. Pero, I'm only doing this for you. Wala ka na umagahid kayo sa akin kasi yung koraporan nyo itatop dyan kasi maingay. People cannot slave, CPs cannot slave, yung mga matatanda, natulog. I'm not doing this to agitate you. I'm doing this to give, a peaceful city for everybody. Tulad ng mga, like I mentioned, yung mga establishments na ayaw magbigay ng setback. So, wala tayong pedestrian. Saan mo lalakat yung mga tao? I mean, saying this over and over again, it's not. Kasi kung ako lang talaga, takot ako ng boto ng tao, I would allow all of yung mga ginagawa nyo na that would please you. But I'm not here to please you. I'm here to govern. I'm here to do what is right. And I'm here to, implement the law. Because hindi naman ginawa yung batas para sirain yung buhay na tao.